Treating with the dread wisps, Raphael found a strange common ground in their wishes to see Belcora dethroned from the temple. With what seemed like a free pass from more danger, at least in that moment, the heroes sought direction from the Lady's Whisper again. Guided to another section of the temple, the heroes entered a pristine white hall, and upon the walls, colors began to swirl and take shape, forming pleasant memories for all. This, of course, was a deliberate attempt to place a false sense of security in all, and as they entered new sections of the halls, memories of failure and loss consumed them, while others accepted some of these painful memories of their pasts. Some were too much to bear and led to their sacrifice. The heroes ended their brutal journey down memory lane in a small reflecting room, standing in abject silence, save for perhaps a whimper or a teardrop here and there.
Stemming the tide. That's where you are right now. All you listeners across the world. And also, the fine folks in front of me.
Woo.
You know, things were pretty heavy at the end of last week. It was some traumatic shit going on. You might have just listened to that about 38 seconds ago. And you're just like, hey, I'm feeling a little rough right now. So you know what, guys? Let's just bring it back. Let's bring it down.
It's already
Actually,
down.
this could be traumatic too. Because I'm going to ask you guys if you have any reoccurring dreams. So this could get fucked up yet again.
Jesus Christ, why?
Oh, no.
Anyone here have a reoccurring dream?
I think this will probably be common to a lot of former service industry people, but I dream that I'm working at the restaurant that me and Freeman used to work at pretty frequently, probably like once every 6 months or so. And like every time mid-dream, I'll be like, what the fuck? I don't even work here, but then keep working the shift. And then
Yes.
But those sweet, sweet tips.
That's a good one. Yeah. I no longer have any recurring dreams, or at least none that are recent enough to recall. But I used to have one about the same restaurant, and it was always that the dining room was twice as large as it normally is. Every table is a minimum seat of 6 people, and it's filling up for lunch, and we're short staffed, and I can't even scramble to get waters on the tables, let alone get orders in. So yeah, really anxious recurring dream I used to have.
I have the exact same one, except for the dining room starts off at a normal size and the back wall starts to push back, creating more space. And then bussers are bringing out more tables and they're being sat.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's
I can't handle this.
fucked. But I don't have that. I haven't had a kegmare or a serving dream in a long time.
Yeah, same. I've forgone them at this point.
I guess I can go next. Yeah. I'm either chasing or being chased in this dream, and I'm going through a house sort of like parkour, like just bouncing off the walls, like moving up the stairs, like run, like to either escape, and I'll go out a window, like just crash out a window like Hollywood and tumble onto the ground. And then the person or thing or whatever will chase me, and I will tumble back and like run back into the house, and I'll go through the same thing I did, but either the window will be replaced or I will crash through a different window for the same result, and it drives me insane. I used to also, when I drove the food truck, have nightmares of going on overpasses, which if you don't live in Houston, it'll be like maybe like 50 meters high, 30 meters high, and it just goes up and over a road. And I would have dreams of the food truck like tilting over and falling off of those.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's rough. Yeah.
No dreams of serving up any human meat or anything like that?
No, that would be way more fun than just a casual falling dream of like a food truck tilting over and then high def, like hearing the clang of pans and knives falling around me as I tip over.
Mm.
The leaking of the propane tank.
Yeah, the fryer oil just wee.
Yeah. Just flying around.
James, you got any reoccurring dreams there? Do you
I bet
dream?
you James doesn't dream unless he eats a lot of cheese.
I actually don't. I mean, I dream like twice a year, but none of it is recurring. I used to have one when I was a kid, but I don't actually remember anything about it other than waking up in a sweat. But yeah, for the last like 20 years or so, I dream like twice a year, or I remember my dreams like twice a year.
Is that all the weed?
No, this was before drugs. This is just how my brain works. Like
I don't have a lot of dreams either.
I've never cared enough. Like it just,
Yeah.
it genuinely doesn't feel like a valuable thing to look into. You know, like I don't care.
Can't miss what you're not experiencing, right? So,
But I don't know what there be to miss.
yeah.
Like,
Nothing. Nightmares are just a way to prepare your brain for impossible situations.
Yeah.
Or relive trauma.
again, I do that while I'm awake.
Yes.
I did used to have one when I was a kid as well. Now that you said that, and I grew up in this old Victorian home that my grandmother had owned. It was like a 250-year-old, like really old home, one of the oldest cities in Canada, and we lived on the second floor. But the second floor was they had very high ceilings. I think they were like 10, 12-foot ceilings in the house. And so the stairs up were quite steep. And I think it was like 15, 16, almost 20 stairs long. This is a really long staircase. And I used to have a dream that I was standing at the top of it and then looking down and needing to get down, but can't seem to walk down. I have to leap. And it's like, it's like right out of a movie where you have the camera's pulling away and zooming in at the same time, kind of like visual. And then I got to leap. And it's just before, you touch the bottom, you wake up. But it was always about that staircase.
Just gazing into the abyss, eh, Freeman?
Yeah.
I'm with James though. I haven't really had a dream in like 10 years.
Is it the weed, man?
I don't do any drugs.
Is it a lack of ambition?
Yes.
From the weed. So when I was a kid in elementary school, I used to have a reoccurring dream that I was in my elementary school, and in the primary wing, there was a vampire, and it would chase me through the halls, and there would be like force fields. So I like couldn't go down certain halls, and it would just become like a maze. And I had that regularly for a long time.
That's amazing.
I have a clarifying question. By primary wing, do you mean like the wing that housed the primary school, or do you mean like the first wing?
Now, I use that word because there were there's the younger students, which I believe was like kindergarten to grade 3. And then there was the older students, which was like 4 to 7. And I think it was the primary wing, and I can't remember what the other one was called in elementary school. But also people call it primary school, so I could see the...
Yeah, there are so many countries out there whose education system is... Actually, every country out there whose education system is different than ours. So
yeah, you're all wrong, you fucks.
Well, ours isn't great. Canada's education system not great.
Unnecessarily
Everybody.
hostile.
As far as I know, it's the best one in the world.
I also have a clarifying question. in said dream, were you just yourself as a child, or were you your school's first child private eye, Buddy Barber, investigating the murders of other children?
Unfortunately, no. There was not nearly enough time for backstory. I was just too busy running and being very frightened.
God damn it! I was just picturing you as like, what is it, Muggsy Maloning through the school with the trench coat and a mustache at the age of 6.
Yeah,
Trying
that's
to
way
investigate
cooler.
The vampire.
Like a young Carmen Sandiego.
For the record, Canada is ranked number 6 in public education in the world, so don't beat yourselves up too hard.
I'll
There you
take
go. Like a little Dick Tracy.
Yeah, public education, sure. Yeah, post-secondary, no. I mean, it's a good education system, but it costs way too much. There are better countries you can study at for cheaper.
No, for sure. But
Joke's on them. I have a university degree.
got him.
And here you are.
Here I am.
Frittering it away with tales of drinking snake venom and blood in Vietnam.
He didn't say what his degree was in.
And on that note, speaking of trauma, let's get right back into this reflection room and consider our internal wounds. Hey, trauma makes you interesting.
And funny.
Indeed. And definitely funny. Definitely makes us all walking jokes. You're all in this chamber of reflection. I left you all with nary a dry eye. And perhaps now the things you've been forced to relive will become the recurring dreams of your characters. Not mechanically, that's up to you.
You trying to over segue my segue?
Yeah, I am. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm doubling down on the segue. It's a double
Okay.
segue.
Okay. All right.
I believe
Fine.
This is called a hijacking.
You're all in the chamber of reflection. What do you do?
You wanted us to remind you to dish out hero points.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, James, you
avoiding
goddamn beauty.
I was
Yeah,
avoiding that entirely. Yeah, everyone did a pretty bang up job, so everyone can have 2 hero points, except for Ruff, who can have 1 because he's already got 2.
Oh, wow.
I don't like it, but I get it. I get a hero point in lieu.
No.
Who's Lou?
No. Yeah, Ruff levels up. That's it.
I'm fine with that.
Everyone else leveled down.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's bad.
Is this 1E?
Yeah. Level 3.
Okay. So, just for the listeners, not me, because clearly I'm on top of everything. The room that we're in, what does it appear like again?
You're basically in just a room of like white tiles, where it's like they're really clean and reasonably reflective. Like imagine being in like an entirely too brightly lit and super clean subway tunnel, you know, and like something out of like the Matrix or something, like something really weird. And it's just like
Liminal
so bright you
space.
can see basic like outlines of your own reflection of the wall. And yeah, it's a room just meant for reflecting on what you experienced.
That was very intense.
I don't know why anyone would build one of those.
It is a challenge to rise to for the acolytes of Nimbaloth, I would imagine. But I gave up something in there, and I cannot quite remember what it was.
Harold is holding the amulet and looking at the silhouette picture of the woman's face and just says nothing.
Well, you look the same to me.
Perhaps reflection is best left until after our job is done.
Everyone take 5 points of damage as Beryl stumbles and stabs everyone trying to heal.
You know what? Given how I feel mentally, that seems appropriate. Thank you, Beryl.
You feel it.
Yes, just to make sure we're grounded and still all here. Some physical trauma to go with the mental. And then you do heal 10 for, your pearlies.
Ooh, 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
And then we'll all
Thank
heal
you.
for 41.
Yeah, you all have left these sort of chambers, not unscathed. Forget the health damage you took, but was it Beryl and Harold are both stupefied?
Mhm.
Beryl is also doomed,
doomed.
1. Was
Mhm.
Harold doomed 1 as well? Someone else was also
My notes
doomed.
say Harold and Beryl feel a sense of doom.
Yeah, I thought I was doomed. I don't see it on my character, but I feel like I was.
I'll put it on now. Okay. Yeah. I knew there was 2 people in each of them, and then there was and then was it who lost feats?
Ruff and Nick. I lost quick recognition, and Nick lost Titan Wrestler.
Quick recognition, whatever. Titan wrestler, who knows? That could kind of suck, but and those are for 1 week. Just so you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
the rest of the game.
could be.
Not if we TPK first.
But that's a little quick reminder for the listeners what we've done, what we've lost. But you have a single door. I almost said single double door.
Nah.
You have a single door ahead of you.
Harold's hands. He's still looking down at the amulet, and his hands are starting to like shake. And he just punches the tiles of the wall right in front of him. I like to think kind of like splintering one of the tiles.
I knew you were going
A
to say
first time, a second time, and then a third time. Just blood, a little like spatter of blood on the white tiles.
that. Take 5 non-lethal damage, and yes, the tile cracks.
Nice.
And reveals.
A level up.
Harold's fragility.
Beryl will reach over to Harold's probably hip, just because she's so much shorter, just to get his attention. I know that was a lot. Do we need to take a break? Do we need to go back?
I don't know. That was a lot. Some memories that I don't like to think about, but I cannot allow myself to forget. This isn't the type of pain I expected down here. But I suppose we're being tested in every way. I don't know if we should go up, but I definitely feel like hell. What did you say you lost there, Ruff?
Does he remember giving up the memory, or is the memory of giving up the memory gone?
Yeah, that's a good question. I would say, I'd say you remember giving up something. That something is now quite hollow and distant. Because it, you had to sacrifice something to like have the memory pushed away from you. But because that something that you gave up will come back, it's like it's still connected to you somehow. So I think there's some memory of the event, but the details are quite foggy.
I don't quite know how to explain it, Harold. There was a voice in the dark that called to me to give up something. But even that part of the memory connected is different, blurry, incorrect, missing, different than the pieces that the Shaika puts into my mind. This was a memory of Raphael's, I am certain. But what it was, where it's gone, I do not recall entirely.
Now that you mention it, I recall a voice like that, but I can't place it. But there's something missing.
I feel rattled. But I'm ready to push on if we need be. Beryl, how are you doing?
Oh, you know, right as rain. And she'll give a small smile. Just some of it coming back into her face, but you can tell there's still like the dampness of tears in the corners of her eyes. Well, let us go. And she'll push open the door.
Ruff will take the avoid notice exploration activity.
You open the door and it opens to a chamber that is basically the mirror reflection of the last one that you saw the Lady's Whisper in. To the east are two pipes, which you recognize, and if you step out, you'll see that there are two sets of double doors separated from each other to the north. You are on the other side of doors you would have seen before. In fact, when you step into the room, one of those doors opens and Lady's Whisper steps in with the door closing automatically behind her. As if she was expecting you to come through, and she kind of walks towards the center of the room, near the wall, and waits. Also, as you step into the room, you see to the south that instead of having further doors, you have basically what obviously an entranceway, but inside the entranceway is a giant single slab of rough-hewn stone, blocking the entire frame of the entrance.
I will scout.
I'm just picturing the monolith from 2001.
Yeah.
You know what I was just thinking? Is that what if this whole thing was a spaceship, and how fucking hilarious that would be?
Welcome to Starfinder 2E.
You've been on Void Bracken the whole time, the dead planet.
Ruff will enter the room and approach the Lady's Whisper at a cautious distance and await her gesture. Its gesture. Their gesture. Whatever they identify as.
Not much identity in this creature, given that it's a distant relative of lesser deaths.
Rude.
It will point its finger again, directing you where you need to go next. And it will be this time to the pipes on the eastern side of the room. Roll me, Raphael, since you have approached Lady's Whisper in this moment, a perception check.
A romance check.
31.
You notice a more deliberate sharpness in its pointing gesture. And you don't quite know why, but you get the feeling there's a sense of annoyance or frustration or even anger coming from the gesture. But it silently points anyway.
Sidebar. Should we just fucking kill this thing?
No.
I don't know if we want to go down
Holy
that road.
shit.
Why not?
On the meta level, Scott, that's a TPK.
Yeah, I think this thing's like a CR 16 or 17.
Yeah.
Shh.
Were it an actual lesser death, yeah, it's up there.
Yeah.
It is a unique creature, so meta as you will, but in game you wouldn't know, right? Like,
Ruff sensing her annoyance, its annoyance, will just give it like a thank you bow, and step towards the pipes.
Harold cocks an eyebrow at this creature and then brings his pipes to the pipes.
okay. So you head towards the pipes. They're large in size. Like you could absolutely, they're large enough for any of you to kind of like squeeze in, like water slide kind of size. And they have these like sort of iris openings that you can just kind of like grab and move, and they sort of move on a hinge, and you can get through. And yeah, there's two of them there. What do you want to do?
I believe we should all go down the same one. This just seems smart.
I agree. Harold will open the hinge on the more southern iris.
And
What does he
Beryl
see
dives
inside?
Through. Whee!
Oh shit.
You don't see much of anything, but you get a kind of like grimy smell, something kind of musty and fetid that wafts through a bit, but it's distant.
It's kind of the best you can hope for.
Okay. Then he goes north to the next one, opens that one. What does he see / smell?
Same thing.
Can I like roll a survival on that, or is it just like exactly the same?
Sure. Roll me a survival, yeah.
33. Tell me what the fuck that stank be.
Given that you can't really see where this goes, but you're getting a little whiff of that stank, you would suspect that it's going to be pretty potent should you get to its origin.
Does it go down?
It does go down, and you would actually, with a 33, I'll go ahead and tell you that you think that these both these pipes are going to lead to the same location. Like, they're not going to separate you.
One central stank hole.
Yeah, I think that these both go down in the same place. I'm a little concerned, obviously. And he pulls out he uses prescient planner and pulls out a rope.
Okay.
We'll tie said rope around the outside of the pipe and then throw it down.
Not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna say pulls at a grappling hook with the assumption you already have a rope.
I think that we potentially, well, now we got an extra free, well, not free. I'll burn whatever silvers that costs, but you hold on to your rope there, buddy. Just so that there's an exit strategy.
Yeah. No, that's perfectly fine.
Do we think that if you go down there, you stay forever?
I don't know where you go, and I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. All I do know is I don't like to have no exit strategy in this place.
No, it's a sound strategy. It was a genuine question, not meant to be demeaning.
I wasn't demeaned.
Oh, okay, good. And Beryl will just take the rope and whee!
What's demeaning of this?
Aw.
Oh my. Okay, who goes first? Down which pipes and how? In what order and how quickly?
Ruff will wait a few seconds and go next.
Okay.
And Nick will follow after Ruff. Down the pipe barrel went down.
Okay. And Harold, you're taking up the rear?
Harold takes up the rear, and I want to say he doesn't fling himself down. He uses the rope to go down at a measured pace.
Leisurely
That
place? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I wouldn't say
measured-
leisurely, just controlled.
Yeah.
If it's walkable, Ruff is gonna walk. He's not gonna just slide down it.
No, it's too tight. Yeah, it's a bit too tight. You're almost squeezing through. But you know, you don't have to like slide like a slide at the water park, but yeah, you can let's see. Beryl goes first, and if she takes her time, she gets to the end of a pipe, and let me just go ahead and open that up and move Beryl through a bit, and she gets to the end of the pipe, and she sees that there is basically a natural cavern here that has a straight up fetid mucky swamp in it, and she can see some like pipes and mechanisms under like the sort of murky water that's at the bottom here, and like various bits of flora, like ferns and bushes and reeds that are growing everywhere. And it's rank. Oh boy, it's rank. Roll me a fortitude.
38.
Nice.
Okay, 38. Yeah, you can stave off the effects of that stinky swamp. And it looks like you have about a 15-foot drop, and the northwise, the swamp seems to be a decline. So you would bet that the other pipes would have larger drops, the previous pipes. But this seems to be the lowest option.
Nice. It's stinky, but it's safe.
Sounds like home.
And Ruff will lower himself down very slowly, or as slowly as he can.
You lower yourself so you can. Roll me a fortitude.
Is this an olfactory thing?
It is no
Snub nose,
beyond
baby.
Just smell. It's sinking into you. It's upon touch.
Ooh, gross.
26.
It's gonna be a fail.
Okay. And my blunted snout doesn't come in effect here. Olfactory effects such as Ulaga, stench, inhaled poisons, 1 degree of success better.
Nope.
If it makes you feel any better, like I literally have advanced first aid, so I can reduce people's sick condition by 2 or remove it completely on a critical success. So
I got 3 hero points, so I might as well go for it again. 27.
Success.
Ooh.
Shit, found the DC.
Yeah, you were off by 1. Okay, and so Beryl gets in first. Ruff plops in as well, and Harold, you're in the pipe behind Nirkaj, and I need you all to roll for initiative.
Wait. Can I have one thing before we go into this?
Maybe. What is it?
Once he hears that it's really dank and nasty down there,
Mm-hmm.
he's in the tube, and he's got both of his feet kind of propping himself up so he doesn't slide down, and he takes the tiger fur cloak he has off of his back and tucks it in his backpack, and he's like, this sure the hell ain't coming out. And then continues.
Okay. So Nick and Harold still in the pipe, getting ready to lower themselves down. And suddenly, in this murky, misty swamp, there's some movement to the north. And Beryl, you turn your head and kind of try to peer through. Of course, it's quite dark, but it's more than just dark. It is kind of quite murky, the air. And you can see this starting to scramble towards you.
oh, it's a worse chul.
It is a worse chul. In fact, there are 2 of them.
It's like a
Let's get some
chul
initiative.
got mutated even harder somehow.
That's like a crab centaur.
Like a tool, but less cool.
Beryl, what'd you get?
I got a 29.
Okay. And Ruff, you're in there. What'd you get?
34.
Okay. Nick, you're at the edge of the pipe. What'd you get?
29.
Okay. And Harold.
23.
23. Okay. Nick, go ahead and roll me a fortitude since you're at the edge of the pipe.
33.
Okay. You're good.
And that's a critical success if it's not,
Okay.
if it was
Sure.
a normal success.
Yeah, you basically, anyone who's rolled and succeeded so far, which is everyone, you have immunity for 10 minutes. And top of the combat order is going to be the furthest messed up looking chul, which is, let's see, how fast does it move? Okay, it's going to start barreling towards Beryl. It's going to spend 2 actions to get to you through the swamp. You are all in difficult terrain, and this thing does not seem to care about said difficulty. It's going to ramble on up to you, and it's going to sweep one of those wicked lobster claws at you. Yep.
Since I did see this thing coming, would you say I have a reaction?
Depends on the reaction.
Zephyr Slip.
Oh, okay, sure.
The
Yeah.
creature enters a space within 5 feet of me, and an arresting breeze sweeps up Beryl in an instant and moves me to safety. I fly 15 feet away directly from the triggering creature.
Okay, pretty sick. The question then is, the trigger is a creature enters a space within 5 feet of you. Does that mean it triggers after I've stopped moving, or could it be during my movement and I can keep going?
It just says enters a space, so I would say it's the second you enter that 5 foot square, I pop off. And you could keep going at that point if you wanted to, but I do pop off at that
okay.
stage.
Okay, what direction do you pop off in?
I have to go directly away, so it's going to be just whoop back
Okay.
here to Ruff.
15 feet to the back behind Ruff.
Oh, wait. I do need a roll for the Stupefy. 6. Whew.
Okay, so the Chul will continue its march forward then, having enough with its second action to get up to Ruff, and we'll swing a claw at Ruff instead with a 34 to hit.
Hit.
34 hits for 25 bludgeoning, but that's all it's going to be able to do for now. And Raphael, it's your turn.
Ow. There are Chul-like creatures in here. Can I roll a recall knowledge, please?
You certainly can. Occultism.
Yeah, por qué no? 24.
No idea.
What do we remember about Chul?
Good eggs.
Yeah, they had really good eggs that were valuable. 'Cause
They
they're
will offer
delicacies.
you an egg in these trying times.
Yeah, a 24 is actually good enough for a regular Chul, but these are not regular Chuls. So I can give you some basic Chul stuff, but you know that these things are something more. I'd say a regular Chul's lowest save is will. And I'll tell you that they like to grab you with the claws, and they tend to have poisons and venoms. So that's what you're going up against, more or less.
Oh, then my initiative would be 35.
Yeah, I don't think it affected anyone's initiative. Let me just double check, though.
Juice me one. Also, I forgot that I technically did say I was scouting earlier, but whatever, we're good.
Also doesn't affect any initiatives.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know how you would scout from inside a tunnel anyway.
Well, I'm pretty sick.
That's true. That's true. Pretty metal. Okay. Ruff flexes, like hunkers down and starts like flexing his biceps, and he starts vibrating, and a bunch of other Ruffs pop out the side of him as he spends his last 2 actions to cast Mirror Image.
Heck yeah. Okay. Very good. Let's see. Let's go ahead and roll ourselves a reactor strike, shall we? That's going to be a 30 to hit.
30's a hit.
Okay, and you're going to take another 22 bludgeoning, but your spell succeeds.
Ow! These things, they hit, and I guess we should expect the poison.
Beryl, you're up.
Oh, God. Ruff, how did you take that much damage? Ah,
Poorly, I assure you.
my fragile little boy. Oh. We'll go ahead and battle medicine Ruff. That is a 23, so that will fail. I'll use a hero point. And I roll a 23 again. I love this game. It is the best.
Oh, you meant it.
Yep. It is what it is. It is not a fail, so that is
Two
one
natural
action.
twos.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know why I ever bother using them. They never work. I will go ahead and healer's gloves, heal for 14. And then my last action will switch to the polarizing mace.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Nirkaj, you are at the end of the pipe. You have a rope to climb down, should you choose to. Roll an athletics check for that. Or you could just leap into the muck below.
Or you could just leap on this creature, just go all Conan the Barbarian on this motherfucker and try and root it.
That's what I wanted to do.
He lost his Titan wrestler, so it's kind of inconvenient.
Rooting doesn't affect Titan wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, it does say there's in the falling rules. It does say intentionally aiming yourself to land on a creature after a long fall is almost impossible.
I wouldn't call 15 feet a long fall.
Yeah, plus the jump. I don't
Not
know.
a short one either, though.
He's also a coward with a spear with reach.
Well, this is a large creature, so we can assume they're between 7 and 13 feet tall, meaning they're essentially on par with the pipe. And as long as you can make that 5-foot leap,
Do I really want to do a Shadow of the Colossus right now?
You don't
Here's-
have to.
Here's what I'll give you. There's downsides to your 2 options here. You can climb down the rope. That means you need both hands, so your weapon has to be stowed. Or you can leap, but you will land prone.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leap, and land prone.
So leap down, prone, stand up. I assume that's your two. That's for your first. Two
Free
actions.
action kip up.
Oh, free action kip up. That's not hampered by difficult terrain or anything, is it? Probably not.
Nope.
Okay,
Stand
free
up
action
doesn't
kip
trigger
up.
reactions.
That's your best. That is definitely your best option. Okay, so down you go, kip up, and yeah, you can freely attack this thing, or you can start moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna run around it.
Okay.
It's just so I can get to flanking with rough and polarizing mace striking distance with barrel. And a weak ass 26 for a strike, 3 on the die.
26 is gonna miss. Yeah.
I'm gonna hero point that because I don't like that failure. I want to come in and make an impression with a 29.
Flanking, that hits.
Ha!
Hell yeah.
We're good at this game, guys.
Finally got
Hell
there.
yeah, brother.
18 damage, 16 piercing, 2 sonic.
Okay, 18 damage. It all seems to go through just fine and dandy. That's you?
That's me.
Okay, next up is going to be the Chul to the north, who, of course, is going to start barreling in towards Nirkaj and getting into a flanking there with its Chul ally. It's going to swing a claw for a 34 to hit.
Okay, but as it comes in, I'm going to give it a reactive strike.
Yeah, okay.
But the 34 does hit, by the way.
Mhm.
And 27 on the reactive.
27 misses. You'll take 25 bludgeoning. And then this thing is going to try and grab you. So against your fortitude DC, 27.
That's a failure.
Yeah, I rolled pretty terrible. Okay. So run up. You reactive strike. This thing swings in, hits you, tries to grab you. You manage to weasel your way out of it a little bit. Okay, and
I think it was dignified, but...
and next up is Harold, who's still inside Le Pipe. How are you going to get down, Harold?
Okay, so Harold doesn't have his weapon in his hand because he was going down the rope.
Yeah.
He still has 5 feet of pipe left. I'm going to start by exploit vulnerability. That's where we're at.
Okay. Yeah. Given the position of the Chul, I think you can see down the pipe to see the Chul, so I'll allow it.
You hit the underside of the crab for massive damage, I think.
Nice. All right, so that is a 36.
Oh, yeah. Critical success.
Not a lot to go on. Weakness is none. Resistance is none. Immunities, poison. So I'm gonna go personal antithesis. That's my only option.
Okay.
But critical success, you say?
Yep.
Tell us everything.
Lowest will is lowest save is will, as you would imagine, like other tools. Yeah, attack of opportunity will constrict you in the claws. Will also attempt to transfer you from the claws to its writhing tentacle mouth, which can easily grab you and do more nasty things.
Does it have a swallow whole ability?
It does not. No. It has tremor sense, has dark vision, it has a venom, and yeah, you know, it's gonna do all kinds of different things, but that's pretty much it.
I know this creature. It's just a Chul, but it's a void bracken Chul.
It is a void bracken tool. Yeah, so I'll tell you that the difference here is that it's got more like draining properties and like mental properties to its attacks than a typical tool. Typical tool is more like poison and paralytic, but still constricting, and this one's a little more like affecting your mind and your sort of constitution, I guess.
Okay.
It's got some extra beef.
So Harold will, like, just in terms of getting out of this fucking tube here,
You have the same thing as near Kaj. You can get to the end of this tube and climb down the rope, which is an athletics check. That's basically going to cost you 1 action, or you can leap from the tube and land prone. But then you still have to get up, pull out your weapon.
Land prone, or can I roll reflex save on that? Like,
You're going to land prone.
fucking lame.
The offset here is that you're jumping into a swamp, so by the adventure, you don't take damage from your fall when you normally would. But when you fall and would take damage, you always land prone. So you're going to land prone, but you're not going to take the damage you normally would.
And you can just kip up.
I want to fucking jump on this thing. If I'm going to take damage, I mean, I know you just said I'm not going to take
No,
damage.
you're not. You're not.
But if it's high enough to take damage, I'm fucking jumping on this thing.
I'm going to find a way to take damage.
God damn it, I will take damage if I have to.
I will land on this horn.
Harold comes screaming out of the pipe, flying through the air, and is going to try to hammer fist this thing on the head. Okay?
Okay.
Falling on a
right.
creature rules. If you land on a creature, that creature must attempt a DC 15 reflex save. Intentionally aiming yourself to land on a creature after a long fall is almost impossible. If you call this a long fall, you haven't really fallen very far. Critical success, the creature takes no damage. Success, it takes bludgeoning damage equal to 1/4 of the falling damage I'm about to take. Failure, the creature takes bludgeoning damage equal to half. Critical, the creature takes the same amount of bludgeoning damage as I took from the fall.
So 0.
Do what you will, Freeman.
What's the check you roll? You're rolling an athletics check here or something?
No, you are rolling a reflex save.
a reflex
And
save.
I hope you roll poor.
Okay. And if I can, I'm going to, as you basically do this, and then, so you use your exploit vulnerability to this creature, and then you're like weighing your options really quickly, and you hear, just before you start to run through the end of this tube, you hear a clink, clink, and you turn around, and you can see Lady's Whisper at the other end, and the iris is closed.
Bitch.
Yeah, and then you're just like, fuck it. Leroy Jenkins.
That's
Like,
fucking
and put in the
right.
Chat, and just, woo. Okay, and I'll roll a reflex save. 23 reflex save. Pretty terrible.
Okay. So you take 1/4 of whatever damage I would take. And if I'm not taking any damage, screw you.
Sorry, say again?
By getting a success, you take 1/4 of the damage that I'm about to take.
Oh, okay. I honestly don't know what to give you here, because you basically ignore the first 5 feet from a fall, and then from there you take half rounded down. So you normally would only take 5 damage here. But you're now landing on a creature that's as tall as the pipe. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll like a 1d6.
Hold on. What about this? Because
Okay.
I feel like the intention is being lost here. Why don't you
Yeah.
just let me roll an unarmed strike, and then you let
Sure.
me land wherever you want?
Yeah, I dig that. Yeah. I'm having a hard time understanding why you're leaping from a 15-foot tall pipe onto a 15-foot creature.
How else is he going to ride it?
Yeah, you're not really getting the height for the swing down, you know?
Damn it.
The other pipes are like 20 feet, 25 feet high. Then it would get it.
This is a 27 to hit, and I would like to make the case that it is within flanking of Nirkash.
Yeah, that's fine. It is a flanking. That's still a miss.
Damn
The
it.
rare vertical flanking.
The very rare Pythagoras flank.
All right. Well, we tried to
I
be
take it,
cool.
though.
My turn lasted way too long. Put me wherever you want. That's it.
I love it. And Scott's feeling a little deflated. I understand.
I just hit his stupid shell.
Yeah, and you land next to it, prone.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. One more action. Oh no. You. Yeah. Go ahead. And you have a kip up.
I don't have an action left.
Kip up's free action.
Kip up.
Yeah. Free action kip up. Okay.
Bam.
Perfect. And then you hear amongst the swashing and movement of all of the swampy water, and these creatures kind of like barreling around towards you. Their weird like crab legs just like stomping into the mud, clacking their clackers, and just that's kind of a weird way to put it, but clacking the claws.
It's a very
at you.
Seuss way, Dr. Seuss way to say it.
Love me some alliteration. And you hear somewhere in the background a voice that seems like a little bit like it's kind of echoey in this chamber. It seems a little more like it's coming from not like it's multiple voices, but it seems to be coming from everywhere. And it says something like, "And this is where we will meet her. And this is where we will meet Oblivion." And in the water is this swarm of leeches that starts starts swimming en masse towards you all, and then suddenly forms up into Volok, standing in the water, arms like raised up as it just like he reconstitutes himself behind these jewels, and he just raises his hands up and seems to have like this like uneasiness to him. And this the voice and the words he's saying seem to be to no one. That's gonna be it. He pops up. Actually, you know what? He'll just cast shield on himself. Suddenly, this like shield spell goes around him, and he's just like is staring down at the battle ahead of him. And it's gonna go to the top of the order with the first jewel. And that thing is going to, let's see here. It's going to turn around and swing at Nirkaj. Because flanking and these things are not dumb. Oof. Natural 20.
Yikes.
Miss.
That's going to be 44 points of bludgeoning.
Love that.
And then it's going to roll a 31 against your Fortitude DC.
That is a success.
You are grabbed, and you are actually, hold on here. Let me just double check how this works. Yeah, and then it is going to spend its last action to transfer you to its tentacles on its face. So it just just clenches you really hard, picks you up, and pulls you into its face, and the tentacles start to writhe all around you and they start to encompass you, and you are exposed to its draining venom. Roll me a Fortitude, please.
25.
That is a failure. Do you want to hear a point or no?
Yeah, it's my last one, but hell, I probably should since I'm in the mouth of a creature right now. 30.
30 is a success.
Critical success.
Okay, yeah, venom does not take hold, but you are still grabbed within this creature's tentacles. It's not a great place to be, I can assure you. But that's going to be all of its actions. Next up is Raphael.
Hiso Inoue. Hiso. Ruff says in both Aklo and Thalassic, "We have no wish to fight you. Our quarrel is with the bag of bugs yonder." And I'm guessing there's no response.
No, these things are well beyond any kind of communication. They might be intelligent, but they are void bracken, as their name says. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Harold, give me a Fortitude. You entered the room.
I'd rather not. Natural 20.
Okay, fine. No one's sickened today, for once. All right,
Sicky,
Ruff,
oh,
what else
shit.
you got?
Fucking gum.
Ruff will he holds his hand out to his side, and his longsword shoots out of his sleeve into it, and this electricity starts to crackle across it as these 2 action spell strikes electric arc on the 2 Chul.
Okay.
Because I can draw and spell strike.
Nice. You're going to take a reactive strike. That's a
Okay.
shitty 25 to hit.
Okay. That is a 35.
That will hit. And and this is a reflex save, right?
I need a reflex save, yeah.
Yeah, I love that they changed Magus's for this. 21. I need it for both, right? 21 and 27 for the one in the rear.
Both failed. So that will be 10 points slashing to the first one,
Okay.
21 electricity to the first one. And do I roll electricity for the second one, or is it just the same?
It's the same.
I think it's just the same. Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be 21 electricity to both.
Okay. Oh. They both take 21. Okay, so slash down and zap. Yeah, zips over Nirkash's head, stuck in these tentacles, and they both struck true. Anything else from you?
Yeah, he does some like fancy footwork and slips into Arcane Cascade for the same type of damage.
Cool. Digging into the murky mud with the fancy footwork. Beryl, you're up.
Beryl briefly glows with question, and I think that it should work, but if it targets one creature, so like produce flame is one creature that can target Volek, right? Because I know he has some weird stuff with the worm that walks that I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, he has coalesced into a humanoid form, so yes, he counts as one creature, at least for now.
Okay, perfect.
He's not incorporeal or anything like that either. So
So Beryl's hair begins to shed light before appearing to almost catch on fire, and she blows a fiery kiss towards Volek, casting Flames of Ego. Oh, it's been so long since we've seen you, handsome. How are you?
oh no.
And I need a will save, please.
Okay, you roll a flat check.
Yep, I got a success.
Nice. Okay, you need a will save.
Oh,
Natural
shit.
one.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
He's out of sorts. This guy is out of sorts.
Real
my
quick,
friends.
is Volek CR10 or lower?
He is CR10 exactly right now.
So Volek, elegant flames of incredible beauty cross over Volek's body, creating overconfidence and carelessness. He begins to shed bright light and a 20-foot emanation and dim light to
Okay.
the next 20. He becomes fascinated with himself for 1 minute and cannot take hostile.
Yes.
It cannot take hostile actions towards a creature until that creature acts hostile towards it. Must spend
Okay.
2 actions on its turn in a taunting display of arrogance or overconfidence.
Okay, so he can't attack Beryl specifically, right?
I'm sorry?
He can't attack Beryl specifically. Fascinated with himself.
Cannot target
Must
a
spend 2
creature
action-
until a hostile action is taken against them.
Cannot target any creature. Oh my god.
Out of the fight for a minute.
Yeah.
That is fucking incredible.
How did you do this a second time with a different spell?
Well,
I was about to invisibility curtain, so this is great.
This is outrageous.
I don't roll dice so good, but I'm real good at making people make mistakes.
The Flames of Ego.
That's a fun
actual
spell.
Flames that do damage. That is a really fun spell. That's crazy. Okay.
And last action, we'll go ahead. This is. You know what? I've done
Throw up
enough.
the deuce.
Yeah, it's like I've done enough. I'm just gonna throw up the shield and. Okay.
Yeah. Raise the old shield there.
Wow.
Your
What a
gosh.
turn.
You're in a sticky spot near Kaj, but you
yeah,
can
let's
try
give
and
you
break
an
free.
athletics to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You can use
For the
acrobatics.
best.
Can I? Too
You
late. Yeah.
No, you can, it's fine. You can do acrobatics, athletics, or unarmed strike, whichever one's higher.
Okay, 26.
26 is a. Oh my god, what's my DC here? It's a fail. Oh wait, no, hold on.
Dinger.
It's
What's it
against athletics
It's against my
DC.
athletics DC. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, that's a fail.
Bummer. Yeah, let's keep going. I got to get out of here.
Yeah, there's not much you can do
Ooh.
here.
Oh, sorry, I didn't do my map on that. 29?
29 is also a fail.
That's not good.
You got one action left.
I'm gonna try to Dragon Heart stab it right in the soft palate. 32 to hit.
That hits. Hit on that minus 10.
17 damage. 5 sonic.
Damn, okay. 17 damage. Trying to break free, fighting for his life. The other Chul to the north is going to skirt around its ally who's grabbed Yirkaj and is going to go towards Harold and go for a claw attack. 35 to hit.
That is a hit.
You're going to take 21 points of damage. And then it's also going to try and grab you with a 24 versus your Fortitude DC.
No.
Okay. Trying to repeat the process, not succeeding. So take your damage, and it is your turn, Harold.
Okay. Harold is going to draw the cleaver. I can't step because it's difficult terrain, correct?
Correct.
So whatever I do, I'm probably going to take reactive strike from both of them, which is real shitty.
Harold doesn't have like a feat that allows him to step, like
No.
terrain expertise or something like that.
No. I have terrain expertise, but it is underground.
Where we are?
Yeah, underground technically counts differently. It is underground, but it counts differently
Swamp.
from swamp.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. And it's really only a bonus to survival checks. So.
Yeah, it's just a +1 to survival.
My bad.
That's okay. Fuck, this is so annoying. Yeah, I mean Harold.
Drop prone, crawl away, and kip up.
That's still triggers.
Spend an action to
Crawl's move
drop.
action.
Spend an action to crawl. Free action stand.
Does it tumble through provoke?
Yes, yeah.
Fuck. Okay, well, you know what? He's just gonna stand and bang, baby.
Yeah, I was going to say, why aren't you standing and begging? I don't understand.
Because what I wanted to do was flank. So shut up.
Loop around? Okay.
He is going to strike out at the Chul that he is targeting. Ooh, with a 4 on the die, I'm going to go ahead and hero point that.
Okay.
38 to hit.
38. Which one are you targeting?
The one on my east.
Yeah, 38 hits. Yep.
Stupid no flank. 20 points of damage plus 7 for personal antithesis.
Okay. Yeah. 27 damage total with a 1d6 bleed. Very decent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and use my reaction to spit.
Oh, Dragon Bile, something or other.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brian Dragon Bile. I get a success on I get a success on my flat check for stupefied. Oh, natural 1 on the attack. I have 2 hero points. We'll go ahead. 32.
Hits.
All right. So you're going to take 2d6 persistent acid.
Awesome. Just double up on that bleed.
Yes.
That's so good. Okay.
And just to back up a sec, I forgot to mention, am I able to do a reactive strike from the grab?
Yes.
I don't see anything that stops it.
You're restrained, so I think that maybe removes your reactions. And I think maybe being off guard maybe as well. Yeah, one of them does. Grab makes you off guard and restrained as well. So
Makes you off guard and immobilized. Can't use any actions that have the move trait. I'm just immobilized, though.
immobilized.
You're tied up and can barely move, or a creature has you pinned. You have the off guard and immobilized conditions, and you can't use any attack or manipulate actions except to attempt to escape or force to open your bonds. If you're grabbed, you can absolutely, but restrained, no.
Couldn't even have attacked.
Correct.
Oh, so
But I am
should-
grabbed. I'm not restrained.
It should have been a 32 then, or I guess a 30 to
Oh, I see.
escape.
Sorry, you're not restrained. Yeah, sorry, you're not
Oh,
restrained. You're
then yeah.
immobilized. I was mixing them up.
Yeah, so I can do it.
Absolutely.
So you can react. You can react or strike.
Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna stab that one that moved when it moved
Oh, okay.
for a 36.
Yeah, that hits. Really,
They'll
really
throw
playing fast
19
and loose with
damage
our
on there.
turn order here.
Yeah, sorry.
That's fine. That's quite all right. Okay, Harold, what else you got?
Harold strikes out yet again. Nah. 8 on the die for a 24.
And Scott's turn takes long again, but this time through no fault of his own.
Bam. That's it.
Okay, that's 3 actions.
Yes.
Okay. Next up is Volek, who just starts going on this like rambling rant. Here, the oblivion will take us down, and you all will go with me. And he's like arms up in the air, and he just like takes a step forward, spending 2 actions, kind of like expelling out this what he seems to think is some intimidating sort of sermon almost to you all, and he just makes 1 step forward, bringing the sermon closer to you.
He magically pops off all over himself.
Yeah. Top of round 3, or round 6. Is that what? It could be round 6. I screwed something up. It is the Chul that has Nirkaj at the beginning of its turn. You will be exposed to the draining venom once again, so please roll me another fortitude.
Ooh, 21.
That's going to be a fail. So you become drained 1. And because you are now drained and in its tentacles, it is going to try and feed upon your mind. And by try, I mean automatically succeed in doing it. And you take 10 mental damage. And then this
Okay.
thing will whip out a claw at Raphael for a 37 to hit.
Ooh.
That is a hit, but roll me a d4, please.
4, 3.
You hit one of the mirror images.
Oh! This thing happy with Nirkaj in its grasp, sucking the mental energy that just whips a claw around and thinks it's going to strike true again. And no dice. What do you do in retaliation there, Raphael, after this thing takes 5 bleed and 11 acid?
Jesus.
And then... critically succeeds in the acid, but fails on the bleed.
Uh-huh.
First action, this ethereal hound jumps out of Ruff's face as he force fangs. That's 11 points of force damage to the one in front of him holding Nick.
Okay, we roll a reactive strike for a 32.
Yeah, that's a hit.
20 damage. Go ahead and give me your... Was it you say how much force fang was it?
11.
11.
Second action, he will start to harry this creature, just start like jabbing at it in random places in order to aid Nick for his next escape.
Oh, okay. Throwing the aid out there. I like it.
Third action, he will strike out with the longsword.
Okay.
That is a 38 to hit.
38 hits.
19 points slashing, 2 points electric.
Okay. Describe your kill.
Nice.
Nice.
So
Hell
he's
yeah.
like harrying it, and he manages to get the tip of the sword underneath its like underlining carapace, and just sends a pulse of electricity directly into its central nervous system. This thing seizes and just falls over paralyzed. And then all of its legs curl up on top of its shell like a crab would.
Yeah.
Amazing. So good. Wicked
Should have done that
turn.
before the aid.
Yeah, should have. Beryl, what do you got?
Hey, it's one of those rare, like, oh, I guess I can do this as my third action if I don't know what else to do. But yeah, Beryl
Right, yeah.
is going to reach down into the swampy earth, plunging her hands into the muddy bottom. Let me retake that. God, that sounded fucking weird.
Real thirsty up here.
I didn't think about it
weirdest
until
kind
I
of
already
thirsty,
said
though,
it, and I was like, that doesn't sound right. Let me.
If that's the thirst, I'm quenched, dude.
More than quite.
Into the soggy bottoms. Oh no, God. What word should I
Soggy
use
bottom
here?
boys.
What word should I use here? I am struggling. I'm pulling a Freeman. Anyways, Beryl will reach her hands into the
Barrel deep in the muck.
deep in the muck, just stirring it around, stirring it up, making a mess of things. We'll cast crushing ground. Get me out of here.
Scott's put his sunglasses on to try and hide from this.
That is a success on the stupefied. So I need a reflex save from you, please.
Reflex save from the Chul, 33.
Gross. Take 14 for half.
14 damage for crushing ground.
And last action. We'll just, you know what? Ray Shield. I've done enough this fight.
Okay. Very good. Nakash, you have been dropped. I don't think you land prone.
I mean, even if I did, I'd kip up. So
So you land prone. And you badassly kip up.
yeah, like as he's landing, his spear hits into like the riverbed or whatever's there, and he kind of flies off of it, lands, takes a stab at the Chul to his west, 33 to hit
Yeah, that'll hit.
for 17 damage.
Okay.
Then he will take a map. Second action, he'll take a strike with a map -5, 30 to hit.
30 misses.
Oof.
Okay, we know where we're at. And then realizing that he is not feeling very good, he will take a stride. Oh, this is difficult terrain. Shit. 10 feet to the south.
When Nick got up like that, I pictured him as like one of those Venetian paddle guys.
Yeah, they're wicked at martial arts.
Yeah.
This thing's gonna throw at a reactor strike at you for a 29 to hit.
At me?
Yep.
Little old me? No, that misses.
It's got a reach.
Yeah, well, so do I, so look out.
Ew. Okay, so it's back to the one Chul left, who is going to try and do the same thing to Harold here for a 34 to hit.
Hits.
23 points of damage, trying to grab with a 40.
Okay, that'll do.
Oh no.
And then it is going to constrict you. Give me a fortitude save, please.
Hold on. Fine. I have slippery prey, and I know it's for escaping, but I just want to make sure there was nothing about initially getting grabbed. And there ain't.
Oh, no.
Do any of those have the manipulate trait, Freeman?
No.
28, you son of a bitch.
28 is a success, so you're going to take 7 bludgeoning as it squeezes you. You manage to stave some of it off, and it is your turn.
Nice. I'm going to exploit vulnerability on this son of a bitch. Probably a fail with a 22.
That is a fail.
It's a fail. So I'm just going to go with the personal antithesis personal antithesis. Antithesis? Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I always thought that was going to be your new tentacular limbs, but you've been nailing it until now.
Well, I'm fucking rattled right now, dude. We're in this fucking swamp ass with stupid fucking Bugman right there, and everyone is acting like it's all cool. I mean, Cam did fucking throw down, so we're doing pretty decent right now.
Classic Cam.
lest you forget, this is not a good situation. Harold strikes out. Natural one.
Yeah.
It's even stickier the lower you
Got him.
roll.
Let's turn this franchise around on the map. -4. 35.
Yeah.
That'll hit. Give me
20
some of that.
23 plus 7, I would assume, for 30 points of damage. Suck it, Jewel.
Yeah, you didn't apply the thing properly, so I'll just do another 7.
That's right.
Okay, and then it's bleeding. Wicked. Good turn? Question mark?
Mid.
Volok. Mid as fuck. The Volok steps forward one more time. Arms just kind of cast in random directions, writhing with leeches and cockroaches and spiders. Embrace me, embrace the end. It is her will. We can serve no more. We are here for sacrifice. He's clearly lost his fucking mind. And Barrel's really managed to expose that. Top of the round with Raphael. Oh, actually, top of the round. Let's go. Actually, yeah, Nick. When it comes to your turn, try to remind me that you're still poisoned.
No.
Yes. Ruff, what do you got?
Ruff will. I am going to slow down the flow of time, but be careful. If you enter it, you will also be slowed. And he will spend his first 2 actions to cast Stagnate Time.
Son of a bitch.
No. So, any creature that starts their turn in that orange has to make a will save. On a success, you're unaffected. On a fail, you're slowed 1. Crit failed, you are slowed 2. Only for that turn. Retake every turn, DC 28.
Sick.
Okay, so when we start our turns.
Yeah, I will remind you.
All right, I'm sure you will. This is an area, listeners, that is encompassing Volok and the Chul, of course.
Yeah, and then he will guide the timeline with his last action on Nick.
Okay, once per turn, guide the time. This is roll twice, take the higher.
Yes. Next time they make an attack roll or skill check, they roll twice
Okay.
and take higher. So your next D20 roll, Nick, you will roll twice and take the better version.
Cool. Thank you.
Except for a save, but yeah. Cool. Barrel, you're up.
All right. Barrel is going to go ahead and just,
Hum.
just
Hum.
we'll stride over to Nick and attempt a battle medicine. We'll go ahead and do Master DC, treat wounds. That is a 37, so Nick, you will heal for 37.
Ooh,
That's convenient.
I'll take it.
Last action, we'll swap the polarizing mace for the Staff of Healing.
Okay. And your cause, you're up.
I'm poisoned.
Roll me a fortitude save, you silly goose.
31.
Oh, shoot. That's pretty good.
And battle hardened.
That is a success. No longer drained. You guys are feeling this.
And feeling full of piss and vinegar, he will strike
And then
out with a 41 to hit.
That got in there before I could patch you up. I'm sorry.
41's a crit.
Well, I hope you like sitting there in the old slow juice while you take 30 damage.
Okay. The old slow juice. Oh, my God. Okay, 30
And
damage.
I don't know how much applies, but you'll be clumsy. I need a fortitude save if you can be deafened.
I'm sure I can. I fail to see how it's going to matter. 32.
Okay, you're fine, but you're also immobilized.
Of course I am. Okay. Next attack.
32.
That hits. I think you automatically do more than 9 damage, right? So describe your kill.
Oh, cool. So feeling really good about that first one, and seeing the vines start to like creep up around this crab thing, he just like takes us an extra second to like line up his next attack, and then just puts it straight in the tentacles in the front of its face, and they kind of like wrap around the spear and then just go limp around it as it dies.
And Harold falls back to the mucky floor.
Falls back to the mucky floor and does a really cool Near Kaj inspired kip up with the cleaver. So you get your hands all dirty because it's not as
Because he has to like put his head under the water to do like press off his shoulders. So it's not chill.
It is your turn, Harold.
Harold will delay.
Okay. I need to roll. What do I roll? Will or fortitude here, James?
Will save, please.
36.
You all right?
Okay. So Volok is in the stagnant time zone and is going to continue his rant. Come, embrace, let the flesh fall away. Let it eat itself. You will no longer exist. You will be gone from Pharasma's purview. And yeah, and it takes another step forward. And he takes one more step forward, still not really taking you in, not recognizing you're there, with the fascination of his own speech. You know, he's gone into this oratory. He's just expelling all of whatever it is, his anxieties, his fears, the acceptance of them, and probably some sort of like melancholy. And as he's doing this, you see him writhing around, and you remember that he's got the ochre lens. It, like, you could see it shifting through his air quotes body. And whatever this thing is, whatever he's been going through for all of these centuries, clearly this lens is amplifying it for him, and he is completely lost. And that's what we're going to call
die next week, baby.
Stemming the Tide is an actual play podcast of the Adventure Path Abomination Vaults and is produced by the Uncharted North Network. Stemming the Tide uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Stemming the Tide is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Music is composed by Will Savino and artwork by Greyhood. Stemming the Tide is recorded remotely using Foundry Virtual Tabletop. If you wish to connect with us or support this project and projects to come, we can be found at unchartednorth.ca, patreon.com/unchartednorth, and on all major social media platforms. Links to all credits can be found in the episode description and our website. Thanks for tuning in.